Yo, welcome back to your favorite podcast, Couple Pines Pod.
Yo, bro.
As you could see, we are once again not together, and that's mostly on me because I had a busy weekend. But
It's Halloween weekend.
nonetheless, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Is nonetheless a thing? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a word.
Okay, cool.
Webster's dictionary says it is.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. You got your dictionary with you?
Yeah, dude. I always keep it in my pocket.
Sick, dude. I actually have a pocket dictionary. It's pretty useful.
My iPhone.
What's
My little iPhone. Do.
So you're good. I'm good. Did you do anything cool for Halloween?
All right. Dude, I have nothing going on.
Aside from that fucking banger at Chad and Dudley's skyscraper mansion.
Oh my God. I wanted to keep that on the DL so people didn't feel left out.
We already talked about it, bro.
Oh, well,
Remember
last
the
thing we
greatest
said-
transition that's ever been done on this fucking pod?
That's right. We left him on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it was fun. I also love how you're like, we're gonna fucking post.
And then we
Didn't even. I don't even think I took my. Well, my phone was playing the music the whole time.
Yeah, well, you took pictures of Bree and I.
I mean, high key, you guys had the best costume at the party, except for Olivia, who looked hot as fuck.
Who? Oh wait, that's right. She posted who won. I forgot.
It was the. I think you showed up after. It was a 2 or 3-way tie. It was a 3-way tie. Sorry, I'm fixing my mic. It's too low.
3-way?
Olivia was one of them. Daisy, our friend Daisy and Oliver, the Hugh Hefner and the Playboy Bunny.
Okay.
They won, and then I don't think you were there when. Oh no, you were, because there's a picture you sent me of me talking to her. That girl who was like the demon thing. She had like the horns with like the crazy ass makeup. She
Yep.
won. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought she did.
No. It was a tie between Daisy.
Oh, and Brian and Jazz. Yeah.
Great costumes. Great night.
Yeah. Mad fun.
Great time.
So yeah, anyway, we're recording this on Halloween, so we're gonna keep the spooky mantra going.
That's right. Even though this won't come out till November.
Oh my god, dude. How the fuck is it November, dude?
No shave November. That's why I gotta shave tonight.
Same. I don't know. You think I should keep the stash or go bald face and grow it out?
Ooh, you could let it rage.
I think I'm gonna let the stash rage for a little bit, especially because Liv approves of it.
The stash is here to stay.
First girl ever to be like, you look good with a mustache, and not actually one of the first people in my life, except for you. You have to turn that mic on.
I did turn it on.
Okay.
I know how to use a microphone.
I didn't say you didn't.
I was just gonna say you do look good with a mustache.
Why are you talking so quietly?
Because I don't know. I got headphones on, but I'm not connected.
NPR radio.
Oh. Well, I can't hear myself.
Wait. She can't hear herself?
No, her shit's plugged into her laptop because she's doing something.
Oh.
She's reviewing a cut of a movie.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys
dang.
should check it out. I'll tell you more about it at a later time.
Is this
Yeah,
like
link in bio.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna keep it extra super spooky, even though it's November by the time you see this. Colin came to me with this topic, and I thought it was pretty good. And so we're just gonna I don't know, fucking start us off, buddy.
All right, we're going out on a gentle, loose limb here that the Kardashians' great grandmother was a witch.
Yes, sir.
Might be far-fetched when your ears first hear it, but let us explain.
I think it's only far-fetched because it's like, it's a celebrity. It's like, we essentially know everything about that specific family, you know? Like we know there are no secrets about the Kardashians. So then when you hear that their great there's either 2 or 3 greats
I thought it was
grandmother,
2.
yeah, I forget, was a witch, which is like like the lady was a witch. I think it takes some people back like, what? Yo, how did no one know that? But Colin somehow figured it out.
I find shit and I send it to JMac and we talk about it.
Yes, sir.
In this,
So the Kardashians' great grandmother was a witch. Why are we talking about that? But aside from spooky content, because witches are spooky.
witches are spooky.
Do you believe in witchcraft? Can we start with that?
Yes.
Really? Like spells and shit?
Not the Harry Potter expecto patronum shit,
not, but like,
but hexes, curses.
okay.
Those
I don't know.
I can get behind.
For me, I don't know. Cause like how do you like combine random shit and like curse someone, you know?
I mean, scientists combine random shit all the time and make brand new stuff.
Yeah, I guess. So what, it's like backwoods science?
It's like moonshine.
I guess what gets me is like, how does a curse linger? And like if witches were like famous for being like rogues and like poisoning people, then maybe, which I'm sure they are. I don't know if that's a part of it, but witchcraft to me is like when we were talking about ghosts, yeah, we were both fucking ripped, and that episode didn't make that much sense, but it was really good.
It was a good episode.
But like ghosts, 100% believe in. Witchcraft, I don't know. It's a little out there, a little far fetched. Like what? You sacrifice a fucking baby and then like you do shit.
Can I chime in here?
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
How
no.
does witchcraft work? Explain
okay, so
to
most
us.
of the like historical like references to witchcraft come from women in a time when women had next to no rights or body autonomy or authority. And a lot of the like historical references to witches and the belief where witchcraft comes from is like women trying to, whether through manifestation or belief or actual witchcraft, like get themselves out of that circumstance.
Yeah,
And
but like, sorry, continue. My whole question is like, what is what? How?
Well, I mean,
how is witchcraft?
so there's like several different arguments. Like you can obviously go the like technical ability that like anybody's a witch. Like there are some witches that believe that all women are witches. Some people believe it's cross genders. There's Wiccans, which are not necessarily witches but can practice witchcraft. There's dark magic. There's light magic. Like there's a lot of different types of witchcraft, but it is almost present in every single culture and society dating back pretty far. So there is some like historical grounds of evidence. On like a modern note, I guess you could just say it's like the
Colin looks so
manifestation
scared.
of energy in a good way. So like it could be something as simple as like having rose quartz or burning sage and like saying a positive mantra to yourself. But it also could be like as direct as evil as like voodoo,
Like
or
hexing
voodoo.
or
Yeah,
shit, like what you were saying.
Like when I lived in the South, there were families that were known to be like descendant of witches, and they were people that like even in a modern century, like it was believed you could go to this kind of person if you were having like an unnatural or a unhealthy presence in your life, and they could give you a cleansing ceremony and stuff like that. But like there are also like real practicing Wiccans. There are real practicing like witches that do sacrifices, whether it be animal or even just for food. There obviously are human ones, but I think the main argument would technically come that like some families are descended from witches, so like Salem.
Or like the Kardashians.
Well, I mean, yes, like the Kardashians are what, Albanian?
I don't know. What are they?
Um,
I think they're
I
Albanian.
believe they're Albanian.
Kardashian.
What are the Kardashians?
But so like I would start with like if there's a supposed curse on them, like they say the descendants of Salem women are all witches because of the atrocity not only committed against the women and
their mother is
witches.
Dutch, English, Irish, and Scottish. Their father was a third generation Armenian American.
Yeah, so he's Armenian. So then I would look into if the Armenian culture has a witch culture.
Well, who's to say it was his father?
I mean, it's well documented that Irish and the Dutch have very strong witchcraft cultures. Ireland especially, so that's a given.
Fuck, maybe I'm a witch and I don't even know.
Oh, are you a warlock?
But yeah, like start with the descendants. That's what ghost hunters do, right?
Is it?
Try to figure out what was in the house before the house went evil. So in this case,
Yeah, I'm not fucking figuring this out. I
in
guess
the-
that answers that.
yeah. Just
So
That 100% real.
decide what kind of witchcraft you're talking about.
so now you still think they're
I'm
100%
thinking-
real?
Oh, witches? Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how do you become a witch?
You
So I guess you could say genetically, or it could be taught and learned.
I was gonna
Wiccanism is
say-
a religion, so you can practice it like the same way that you could practice Judaism or Christianity. Like if you decided you want to be a Muslim tomorrow, you could technically become.
Dude, we should become Wiccans for the pod. High key.
But so what? Like, what's the story, right? That like a Kardashian family curse happened hundreds of years ago.
No,
yeah, that
so-
their great great grandmother sold her soul for fame and wealth. And
Yeah, I know
there
you
was a
can't
curse
hear.
put on her that would pretty much suck all the good essence of life force out of the guy they were with, so they could maintain that status and power.
That's fucking crazy. But also, how does sucking the life force out of a guy maintain status and power?
Well, actually, there's a lot of document cases of women, whether they be witches in the stories or just powerful women, using blood or like life force of men as a way to stay young or virulent or
I mean, well, yeah,
Beautiful.
your girl Hillary is famous for that shit.
That baby blood.
So like a great example,
Coming for
like in
you.
pulp culture,
Wait,
would
fuck!
be-
I probably have to cut that out.
yeah, you
Oh,
definitely have
that's
to cut
right.
that out.
God damn it! That was such a good joke.
I mean, like pop
I'll
culture
save it, put it
reference.
on Instagram, cut it, and then put the episode on YouTube. Perfect.
Yeah.
So like you could technically make the argue of Bloody Mary. I mean, she killed hundreds of Protestants, and
Oh, that's
some
right.
people believe that was done in a like religious or blood sacrificial manner. More
Is-
recent references would be like Megan Fox and Jennifer's Body. She becomes possessed by a demon and has to kill boys in order to be like beautiful and stay alive. Or like Neon Demon is a movie that's entirely about old women who run a modeling agency scouting young and beautiful women so that they can suck their blood and kill them and take their life force. So like it's a pretty common reference in regards to witches. There's even a historical woman. She was a New Orleans figure. I'm gonna remember her name. It's Madame Delphine, I believe.
Oh,
And
always
she
have to
literally
have
was known
madam.
like torture the young female slaves in her possession at the time and use their blood as face masks because she thought it kept her skin tight and made her young and beautiful. So like honestly, what you're saying has a lot of historical evidence as far as like women doing these things and like witches doing these things. So I mean, it strengthens the argument if you have like some level of historical documentation.
Okay, so now that we're here, I guess I'll openly admit witches might possibly be real. Still not fully on board, but
Not on the train yet.
so
To clarify, I'm saying these are things that people have done, whether in pop culture or historically speaking. I'm not saying that there's any actual proof that.
Yeah,
they
there's
work.
no actual proof, but there is
But
that.
you know, like there are vampire facials where they take your own blood and then they put it on your skin. So like,
Yeah.
there's something there.
Technically witchcraft. Technically speaking. Yeah, that shit's 100% real.
okay, so let's say it's real. And this time when I'm like playing devil's advocate, it's genuine. Like ghosts, 100% real. Witches, I don't know, maybe.
Let's
But
go. We got
um,
middleman JMax right now.
so in this specific case, it's interesting because if this woman really did sell her soul for fortune and fame and whatever, like, I mean, obviously, one, it worked. But then if you look at the theory that like they sucked the life force out of men or whatever you said, like that's also pretty fucking,
Far-fetched.
well, it sounds far-fetched, but then you look at the dudes that they've like fucked up for the last like years.
And all those dudes kind of had something wrong to begin with. Well, I'm
Obviously,
still,
you think witches are real, but what are your thoughts on Grandma Kardashian selling her soul to whatever she did?
For me, I think it's 1000% true because of how much I've read and learned about the blood ritual that you have to sell your soul for the Illuminati in order to gain that power and respect and get all that wealth, you got to get rid of a piece of you in order to obtain it. So
Yeah.
I can't see why it would be any different if you're giving it to a witch so your family can have that same exact ideal.
I wonder why it's a soul. Like, why can't you sell like your knees?
Oh. Yeah, I'll give you my my throwing arm. How
I'll
about
give
that?
I'll give you my right ear and my left foot for fame.
Okay, you guys want to know what's your soul?
You were like Google. What?
Okay, because it's like that's the point. Like what's worth more than a soul? Like people don't ask witches for
This
things that
dick.
are they can get. They don't ask for worth.
Colin just said this dick.
Okay, I'll check in with Brie about that, and we'll get back to you after we've
Oh.
done some references. and
No,
checked
don't go to the fact
sources.
checkers, please. Don't go to the fact checkers.
They're saving themselves for marriage. Brie wouldn't even know.
Wait, are you really saving yourselves for marriage?
Yeah.
Look at Colin. No.
No, they don't have sex.
What are you talking about? Me? No. Purity.
Purity. Okay. No, but my point is basically like,
Well, I was telling a
virgins-
joke, and then you were like, "Here's why it's souls and not kneecaps and feet." Like, yeah, obviously, the soul
Well, I mean,
is the
like-
most important part of the body.
But other things witches ask for are like infants
Yeah.
or like the death of a virgin. So it's like rare things. Like it's not something.
So
that's
basically, like,
socially
if
easy to
we
give out.
murdered Colin and Brie, we could get fame and fortune.
I mean, technically, but it also like it depends on the deal.
Mm.
Like you know, like if you make a deal with the devil, like you get what you want, but it might not be the specifications.
Nah,
that you
man,
want.
fuck the devil. I'm trying to make a deal with a witch.
Well, exactly. Like, you know, there's normally a flip side to everything. So, like, yes, maybe you get fame and fortune, but the requirement is you have to kill your best friend.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
make
it's
sense,
classic. What just happened? I can't fucking hear you.
Classic catch
shit.
22.
Oh, there we go.
So, like, I think
Here,
you
wait, let
really
me see this.
the soul thing is because most of the time the requests aren't like, oh, I need my kitchen to be done because I'm sick and tired of renovating it. If you could just take my soul for that. Like, it's like, I'll give you my soul if my dead husband isn't dead anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like those.
Gotta
It's
equate
high.
out, like-
stakes.
I was just fucking around.
Witchcraft is
stakes,
about
high
energy,
reward.
man. So, like, in order to beget some energy, you need to give some energy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all I
Um.
got.
So would that mean that if it's a family curse, does that mean they have to be taught, or does it just latch onto them at birth?
No, I'd assume because infants seem to be a big thing. I would assume it's like latched on. Oh, that was my heater. Think about the fucking brother, dude.
Oh yeah, he's fucked.
All the women are super successful, super beautiful, million, if not billionaires, fucking doing insane shit. They all have their own companies. They have all this shit. Robert Kardashian fell apart. No one knows where he is. He has nothing going for him. So maybe the curse attaches itself to the females because it has to suck the male life force, and then they suck the male life force out of Rob, and now he's just like this thing, just this like meat suit existing that's somewhat attached to their name. That was my heater.
Wow, that builds to our point right there, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why before we hit record,
That's
I
a
was like, I got
huge
something
heater.
special. Yeah, think about that shit.
That poor guy.
Because also, like, he was good. Like, I remember when I would stay home sick in like middle school, I'd watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians because I'm like, my mom would never let me watch this. And Rob was cool. He like had a fashion line in the early seasons. Like, he was doing shit. He looked good. He was really like fit and like dating girls and doing shit. Then jump to like post sex tape Kardashian, and Rob is just like this fat, just like, I'm sad. So who knows? Maybe the curse is real.
Wow.
Just, I mean, I like, it's like the shouts out once again inside the aluminum tube. It's like the episode we had, like the Kennedy family is definitely cursed. Like,
Yeah.
is it a curse, or do you just have the shittiest luck in history? So it's kind of like the same thing, but for some reason only with men. in the Kardashian family. And I'm not saying that like all the men have bad luck, because like Olivia pointed out, like Caitlyn Jenner was always Caitlyn Jenner in Caitlyn Jenner's mind.
Oh yeah.
But like before we hit record, Scott Disick, they ruined that motherfucker.
Destroyed him.
And then we also touched on like Lamar Odom, who was kind of fucked up before he met them, but went really downhill once he married fucking whichever one, Chloe. Like, dude, I think you were on FaceTime with your mom when I read it, but they dated for a month and then got married. How fucking weird is that?
Why would you ever think that would work?
And then homeboy's doing all sorts of drugs, fucking random girls, passing out in clubs, getting arrested, all this crazy shit. Scott Disick, who we all know is the ultimate dickhead. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't even know.
Well, that was kind of her explosion to the name of, you know, keeping the family name with big names. That was kind of her. That was her peak right there.
But
When
like
she got with Odom, that was her peak.
Oh, yeah.
So
but but that was also her peak because like he fell apart. Like it was national headlines.
Well, yeah.
And the man, he almost died like 3 times between their marriage and their divorce, which was like 2016, if I remember the article correctly.
Can I say something though?
Sure.
Just to be devil's advocate. Like yes, it could be witchcraft, but can you also just make the argument that like entering into a multi-billion-dollar reality television competition and like will show that's been set up for years and these people are used to, and having every single aspect of your life filmed could just anybody that had some level of mental health problems or drug problems, wouldn't that be enough to push most people over the edge?
Yeah, and that's what the article I read, that was their ultimate takeaway from it, was like it's documented that Kylie and Courtney have said in interviews like, yeah, people just can't handle being watched basically 24/7.
Yeah.
But then you think about it, it's mostly men. I think Kylie's friend Jordan went a little off the rails for a second there, but now
like she like fucked.
Yeah,
Courtney,
but now like they're good. Like it's odd that it's the men around them who are already super famous are like, I can't deal with the cameras. Like, no, dude. Right?
Yeah. Like, why are you saying you can't deal with the camera?
And I
Go to
understand
one of the most camera filmed people in the world.
And I understand the point you're trying to make, but like also to play devil's advocate, if you're a retired NBA star who's like one of the biggest in the league at the time, or you're arguably the most famous musician of our generation, or you're, I don't know what Scott Disick did. What did he do before the Kardashians?
I have literally no idea. Like,
did they make him famous?
They made him famous.
Oh, so he's the prime example of why he broke. Because if like if you started dating a Kardashian tomorrow, you wouldn't be able to handle that. I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Well, I think he was like a mildly successful like rich kid, but like
yeah, he's like a fucking
Kourtney
trust
Kardashian
fund.
and him got
Scott
married,
Disick
and then
went
the show
to
started,
a
and then they broke up and they got divorced and they have kids together. And he's a hot mess, and now he dates like.
Wait, you're really cutting Colin off. What are you trying to say, Colin? She still can't hear you,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Scott Disick went to a psychic because he thought he was a victim of the Kardashian curse. And the psychic told him a negative energy is following you around. Everything that you try to do, you have a tendency to have many obstacles in front of you.
Before I Googled pre-Kardashian Scott Disick, and the first headline is before Scott met Courtney, he was known as STD.
What?
That's interesting though. But then also you could argue, is that the Kardashian curse or is that karma? Because this guy's a fucking asshole.
Karma does kick ass.
Yeah, there's negative energy there, but it could just be his own negative energy just following him around because he's a piece of shit. Like I said, I met him once, and even I was like at a restaurant I worked at, and after I would like greeted them and gave him water, I was like, I can't fucking serve this. Like I wanted to punch him in the face. He was so fucking rude, dude.
Who the fuck is Scott Disick?
I don't know. I'm looking it up right now.
I have no idea who that is.
Wait, like you don't know now who he is, or pre-Kardashian?
I genuinely have no idea who this guy is.
Oh, Google it. You'll know his face. Maybe I watched way more Keeping Up with the Kardashians than I thought I did.
never watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
So
and I
yeah,
never plan to.
before he met the Kardashians, he's a trust fund baby. So he's a rich kid. Wasn't liked in school because he's a dickhead. His other nickname beside STD was number one scum. Makes sense. He modeled. He's an alcoholic. Yeah, that's it. So he was just a rich kid before Courtney met him, but like he wasn't any modeled for book covers, which is very niche. Yeah. Also, they were scholastic books, which makes it that much better.
Listen, the guy may be a bigger name than we will ever be, but come on, dude. Book covers?
No, but also like if your high school classmates are like, yeah, he's a dick, you're a fucking dick.
Yeah.
So he's an angry rich kid with drinking problems who was on scholastic book covers somewhere. And then he met Courtney somewhere, presumably LA, because his dad sold property in LA. And
LA party.
then he got way fucking worse. And yeah, like Olivia said, now he dates very young women.
Oh. Wow. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I can't. I just can't get off the train that there is something's going on. Because yes, famous stars are known to have divorces and marry quick and date quick and break up quick. But you don't see anyone who dated Rihanna going into a breakdown, or you don't see anyone who dated. Well, I had one more, but I lost one more. I can't think of the other one I was doing. You haven't heard. Oh, Anne Hathaway. You haven't heard anyone who dated her or married her having a terrible mental breakdown after?
Yeah. Especially because all of these relationships were so short.
Yeah.
Like Chris Humphries, Kim's first husband, they dated for like 7 months, got married, were married for 3 months, and then Kim was like, nah, bitch, I'm out.
Peace.
And then Chris Humphries' comment on it was, I'm bummed.
Oh, man.
Oh, darn it.
Oh, jeez, I'm bummed.
And then like fucking Lamar, there's something. There's so many examples of
there is something.
I don't know if it's a curse. I don't know if it's witchcraft. I don't know what it is, but it could simply be fortune and fame, but there is something to do with these women. And more power to them. Destroy more men. Seriously, fuck dudes. But like there's something about these women that is not good if you are a man. You're like it's a curse. That's what you think?
Yeah. No, I'm
But
sold.
The question then is, Colin, is there a way to like reverse the curse?
Do one of the Kardashians have to sell their soul for poverty, bruh?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I wonder if it's like a hex bag. If they have a hex bag somewhere hidden within their family, and it's in like a safe or some underground,
Or like
somewhere.
A deposit box in a bank or something.
Yeah, and the hex is sitting in there, and
But
you have to destroy the hex bag, and the curse will be destroyed, but no one knows about the bag.
wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I mean at this point, dude, that family is just a fucking freight train with no brakes. Like even if they destroyed whatever, if there was some physical thing that could be destroyed, if for some reason they wanted to get rid of their fame, which I'm sure some days they do. It's a lot. Did you just spill water on yourself?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought never mind. Who knows, dude? I mean, it could just be like an overwhelming amount of fame.
Just
it could be their great grandma really did somehow curse the family in some way. At the end of the day, they're fucking killing it though.
Yeah, they've been crushing it.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's a good topic.
Yeah. Thought provoking.
Very thought provoking. There are a lot of thoughts there as well that were discussed, I think.
All right.
All right, close this out. We're still waiting on you. This
No,
is gonna keep
I've
going until
told
you close
you.
this out.
I'm not succumbing to your peer pressure.
Where's Taylor?
He's in his room. Do you need to go get him? Taylor! Come
Oh,
here.
he's definitely jerking off. Taylor,
Taylor, you have to come out, close out.
can you
James's
close out the
podcast.
episode, please? What am I saying? Whatever you want.
Anything.
Sit on the couch. No, you gotta sit in between us. I don't see you over there.
They don't have to see him. It's almost funnier if they don't
No, I
see
think
him.
it's way better if they see him.
There he is.
So Bigfoot's real. There's no, I'm gonna be honest, you can't even like deny it at this point. Bigfoot's real. That's yeah. There's no Bigfoot's real.
Safe to say, we're out.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, what the fuck did I